What's up everybody, and welcome to this crypto review. In this video we'll review the Anchor protocol, or the ANC crypto. So this is my first crypto review, so at the end of this video, if you have anything you think I can improve in these crypto reviews, because I do want to do more of them, then please let me know down in the comments. I see all the comments, so it's much appreciated. Now a quick introduction what we will be doing in this video. As you could have seen in the thumbnail, we are going to be talking about all the things you need to know about the Anchor protocol. So we're not going into all the difficult technicals about how the platform in the coding works and stuff and how the crypto works. But basically we'll be going over three things. The main thing is, what is the Anchor protocol? It's a platform, so we'll be going over the platform, what you can do on it, and how that works, and how you can actually do that yourself. After that, we'll also be looking at the ANC crypto itself. So what are the tokenomics, what's the supply, and where's the supply going to, inflation rate, very important things I think you need to know. And last of all, we'll be checking audit reports on the Anchor protocol. Those are basically small reports that went over most of the code, filtering out small mistakes or weaknesses within the code, and we'll be going over that. Most of them are resolved already within these audits, but it's still a good indication for the project. So let's get right into it. Alright, welcome back guys. So we'll start with the part in which I will go over the Anchor protocol platform. It's not really that difficult, there's not that much to do, but it's still good to go over it. So when you first get onto it, you'll see this. So it's app.anchor protocol. You can get there from CoinMarketCap, whatever you want to do. When you first get on it, you see the total volume logged, everything you need to know, the buybacks, the ANC buybacks, we'll get back to that later, the price, total deposited and total borrowed. And the main thing you do, the Anchor protocol is a platform based on the Terra blockchain. So what you can do on the platform, there are two things. You can lend UST, which is the USD, the US dollar stablecoin created on the Terra blockchain. You can lend those to people and earn a certain APY. It's changing. I think it's at this point of time 18%, but we'll check that later on. You can lend UST, the stablecoin, and you can borrow it on this platform. And borrowing it, as you can see right here, you pay some interest annually, so per year, that's 11%. And this is what I just talked about, the deposit APY. So if you actually lend it and if you put it up for collateral, it's 19.44%. It's quite a lot. So that's all in UST. If you go above here, if you want to use it, you should connect your own wallet. So if you don't know exactly how to do that, I can make a video on that as well. There are lots of videos. What I personally use is a MetaMask. It's a wallet you can just download as a Chrome extension. I think it's available on other browsers as well. But you can just connect that wallet right here, and it's very easy to use. As I said, main two things you can do is you can earn UST right here, and you can borrow it right there. As I said, against different interest rates, and whether you want to do that or not, frankly, is all up to you. Then you also have the B assets and govern, where govern is something very important as well, because this video is about the platform and about Anchor protocol, but the crypto behind Anchor protocol is the ANC crypto. And we'll also be going over the tokenomics in just a minute, but here you can see the govern. ANC, as I said, is the governance token. You can stake that to gain a voting position, or to gain voting power on the governance of ANC. So if anything changes with the rules on ANC, we'll be going in the documents. There are a lot of things that could be changed and have been changed in how the Anchor protocol works, and for example how much APR you get from staking ANC. But that you can see right here, how much is staked at this point of time. There's also a liquidity pool, ANC to UST, where you can gain a APR of 63.5%, but obviously liquidity pools are a little bit more risky than just to stake it. So that's the main overview of what you can do and how the Anchor protocol platform works. Right now, let's actually get into the tokenomics and the technicals behind the ANC token. Alright, so we're now in the documents of the Anchor protocol, looking at the documents about the Anchor token. As I just said right here, it's the governance token, and if you stake it, you can actually gain something back. So where does that come from? There are basically three things that reward for staking it is coming from. As you can see right here, it's a portion of the rewards from the deposited B asset collaterals. And with that, they purchase back ANC. So that's one way that by staking it you gain some. There's also excess yield where you can gain something with, and whenever a loan is liquidated, 1% of the liquidated collateral value is also sent to the yield reserve, and a portion of which, same as that above, is used to purchase ANC. So that's basically a buyback of the ANC that's bought back on TerraSwap, and with that ANC you are being rewarded or paid if you actually stake your ANC. So something else I think is really important if you want to invest in the ANC token, and if you don't want to use the platform of Anchor protocol at all, you just want to invest in the ANC token because you think that the platform is great. One thing you should know is the tokenomics. So that you can see right there. As you could have also seen on CoinMarketCap, the max supply and the total supply is 1 billion. So first of all, it's great that they have a max supply because that sets a cap on the inflation possible on the ANC token. If we actually get back here, you can see year 1, so T is 0 up until T is 4. So with every year, you can see how much of the ANC tokens are being brought into circulation. And what's very handy, and not a lot of cryptos do this, so that's great. At the bottom, you can see the annual inflation rate per year. So I think this started in 2019. So that makes this no inflation in 2019. This was in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. And what's above here, they say that they want to put out the 1 billion coins all in 4 years, but it might take a little bit longer. So that means that these inflation rates are calculated in, but they might be a little bit lower. As you can see, the inflation rate at the beginning was quite high, but now it's actually dropping. Less coins are being brought into circulation. So I think that's great, definitely if you're a little bit later to the ANC token. To be honest, these inflation rates at the beginning are quite high, but you tend to see that a lot with these platforms, with borrowing and lending, basically decentralized finance. You see a lot that the tokens are quite inflationary. If you actually look at here, I think it's a great thing. The team actually doesn't get that much compared to other sources of where the ANC tokens go, and they get 25 million a year. It's just it's just the same number. So to me that shows that they actually want to work on it long time, and there's no like big reward in the beginning and people leaving with the now ANC token, which is in the top 100 CoinMarketCap ratings. Investors, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, nothing goes to investors. I think that's great as well. Then you had the airdrop that was only in the beginning, and these are only and the community fund also in the beginning, and these are only things actually used for the platform. And this is quite a big percentage of the coins that is being used for that. So I think that's great as well. That shows that they are not only looking at the ANC token and its price, but also they're also looking at the platform and to actually ensure that it's actually being used well and developed. So this is the final token distribution. I'm not going to go over it. It's basically what I talked about just yet as well. But you can pause the video and you can check that out. This is just a better visualization of where the tokens in the end, so the final token distribution of where the tokens have gone. So let's now actually get into the last part of this analysis, the audit report on the coding. Alright, welcome back. Now we're actually at the last part of the video, and I just wanted to say in advance, if you have any questions up until this point, which is quite logical. I mean, we just talked about a lot of things regarding the platform and the tokenomics and the ANC crypto in general. Let me know down in the comments, because this last part actually I think is quite minor, but I think it's still good to look at it. So what we're doing is we're looking at the audit, in this case done by Cryptonics. To be honest, I didn't know them before. The main audit suppliers I know and use are QuantStamp and Certic. Those I know are very good. Cryptonics seems good as well, so I'm not trying to discard anything that they have done. But still, I didn't know them before. Basically, what an audit report is they go over the code, submitted code at least, of the Anchor protocol platform and a smart contract. And they check out the code and see if there are any issues. There are 4 categories of those issues. By the highest you can see is obviously the worst one, that's critical. Then you go down to major, minor, and informational, which informational is just something that could be streamlined and could be better, but it's not a threat. So now actually look at the summary of what they found in the code and see how the initial code actually was. Alright, so we're now at the summary of the findings. So here you can see we're not going into depth, as I said in the beginning of this video as well, on all the different findings. But as you can see, there were quite a lot of things found, where a lot of them have been resolved already, so that's great. What you tend to see with these audit reports is that most of the times they are already resolved, but it says something about the code that if there are a lot of problems. So with Anchor Protocol, I have to be honest, there are actually quite a lot of things found, quite a lot of issues. There were 2 critical issues, 2 major issues, 7 minor issues, and 6 informational issues. So those 7 minor issues don't matter too much, and some of them they even didn't resolve, but that's possible. I mean, if something is just part of the project and they know that it's that way, but they don't want to change that, then that's possible. All the others are resolved, so that's all great. At least the platform is now safer to use after this audit. But as I said, there were quite a lot of issues, so that says me something about the Anchor protocol. I'm going to let you decide for yourself, but most projects don't actually have any major ones found, at least, and Anchor Protocol had 2 critical ones. So let's just hope that those 2 critical ones that have been resolved, I have to say that, let's just hope that those were the last ones. But I just wanted to inform you of this as well. And having said that, that's basically the end of this video. What we have done is we went over the Anchor Protocol, the platform, how does it work, how can you use it, what is being done on there. We went over the ANC token, the governance token of the Anchor Protocol, its distribution, final token distribution, but also its inflation and tokenomics in general. And lastly, we went over the audit report. So that's basically this video and this first crypto review on the Anchor Protocol. If you have any questions about this video or any questions left about the Anchor Protocol or the ANC token, please let me know down in the comments and I'll make sure to respond to that as soon as possible. But as for now, thank you all for watching and listening, and I hope to see you all in my next videos. Bye.